هلا مرحبا السلام عليكم كيف حالكم شو أخباركم How are you? What's new? What's good? بهذا الفيديو, in this video we're going to be taking a look at some common mistakes. We're going to be focusing on one type of mistake, and that has to do with the indefinite article a, which we don't really use a and an. Okay, so one of the common mistakes in Arabic and spoken Arabic is that students kind of at the beginning of their learning journey, they have trouble grasping the concept of there's no is and there's no a or an, like the indefinite articles. Yeah, a and, like a table, or an apple. Tamam? Or to say things like this is a table. You're just saying hadi tawla. In Fusha, that would be hadihi tawila. But we're not focusing on Fusha, which is known as MSA. If you're still brand new to Arabic, by the way, check out the description. There's a link there, and which gives you access to a mini course that kind of goes over all these frequently asked questions about Arabic and what's the difference between this dialect, that dialect, what Arabic should I learn, all these questions. So if you're brand new, make sure to check that out. The link is in the bio. For those that have been learning a little bit, when we're talking about, if you want to say something like, this is a table, like we were talking about, hadihi tawila, that's fusha. To say that in spoken, we're saying hadi tawla, literally this table. But it doesn't mean like this specific table. In kind of what's invisible in that sentence, or like really hidden or implied, is a. So this is a between brackets or non-existent. Hadi tawla, this is a table. So students sometimes feel the urge to kind of add something. So they would say like hadi wahdi tawla, this is one table, or things like that. That's pretty much the most common error. So what I want to first deliver to you guys, there's no an or a. So if I say tawila or tawla, table, that means a table or table. If I say kursi, chair, that means a chair. Ana biddi kursi, I want a chair. عندكم kursi, do you, plural, have a chair? عندكم kursi. ممكن kursi, can we have a chair? Is it possible to get a chair? ممكن kursi. Now, this kind of leads us to the second point, which is also related. If you want to say something like, I went to work, تمام? You would say, أنا رحت على الشغل. أنا رحت is the past tense for I go, so I went. أنا رحت, I went. على, to, على in spoken Arabic. فصحى, which again we're not covering in this video. In Fusha, that would be ila, just FYI, that's just a side note, ila. But in spoken, we say ala. أنا رحت على الشغل. الشغل is basically il plus شغل, which is the work. This translates into the work, okay? The reason we need to add the definite article here is because if I say أنا رحت على شغل with no il or al, that would mean I went to any work, any job. But I need to tell the listener that no, I didn't go to a random office or random job or random person's work. I went to the work. And in Arabic, that means like my work. Even though I'm not really saying my work, I went to the work that belongs to me. Doesn't make a lot of sense when you break it down literally, but that's the main thing you have to think about is because of the lack, or due to the lack of the a or an, we need to add il. Otherwise, it would sound like any. Because again, if I just say madrase, that means school, but it can also mean a school. So if I say أنا رحت على مدرسة, that means I went to a school, I visited a school. But if I say أنا رحت على المدرسة, together على المدرسة, that would mean I went to school, like not a school, I went to school. The school that has significance to me. Like that school I went to for studying, not a random school, okay? So like in English, you say I went to school. You don't say I went to a school. But in Arabic, because we don't have the differentiator between a and just the noun, we have to say il. So أنا رحت على المدرسة. Similarly, with university, you would say جامعة or جامعة. تمام. So أنا رحت على الجامعة. I went to university. رحت على الجامعة. تمام. رحت على البيت. I went home. رحت على البيت. رحت على البيت becomes على البيت. Or a contracted form of على is ع. So instead of saying على البيت, I can say على البيت, على البيت. Again, this is quite intermediate level. So people that have been studying Arabic, who have been following videos or have taken courses, you will understand what I'm talking about. For beginners, this may sound little foreign, extra foreign for you. So make sure to check out that link in the bio. So, but a few examples for you. أنا رحت على البيت, I went home. أنا رحت على المدرسة, على المدرسة. أنا رحت على الجامعة, على الجامعة. أنا رحت على الشغل, على الشغل. So الشغل becomes الشغل. The reason we skip the L here because the sh is what's known as a sun letter. So we skip the L sound, we double down on that first letter. There should be a video about this, so make sure to check out the link somewhere. If you're not familiar with sun and moon letters, because these are very important in pronunciation, okay, in every type of Arabic, tamam? And then if you want to say something like, I went to work, أنا رحت على الشغل, على الشغل, il plus شغل becomes الشغل, the work. And then أنا رحت على المكتب, I went to the office, المكتب. I'm not saying أنا رحت على مكتب. If I say أنا رحت على مكتب, it means any office. أنا رحت على مكتب, just that can mean any office. So I can say أنا رحت على مكتب صاحبي, my friend's office. تمام. But المكتب, the maktab or the office that has significance to me. So to my office or to the office. I went to the office. تمام. Let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully that was clear. And in the comments, there's any other suggestions, or if you've heard this command, let me know. Where have you heard this construct? أنا رحت على. It doesn't have to be with رحت, by the way. It doesn't have to be I went. But you can say أنا عندي. Not عندي, sorry. You would say something like أنا لازم أروح. I have to go. It doesn't necessarily have to be like I went. But if it's to a place or you've like you visited, أنا زرت المدرسة, زرت الشغل, مريت على المكتب, I passed by the office, مريت على المكتب, that means like the office that belongs to you somehow, okay? طيب, that was pretty much it. Let me know if there's any questions. Subscribe if you haven't. Just hit that subscribe button to be notified of any new videos, تمام? I'll see you guys in the next video.